Hello, this is Peter from Designtuitive. Welcome to the third lesson on creating logos from basic shapes. Okay, so we're continuing to look at basic shapes, and as you look at this, I'm sure you can see some shapes. We've got circles, we've got a square or a rectangle. So the trick is to get these lined up. They need to be absolutely the right size in relation to each other. So as I create my circle, holding down Shift to keep it perfectly circular, I'm going to look over here at the actual size, so 168 pixels. So we're going to need to size things up in relation to that. So I'm going to make this a bit more straightforward. We're making it 200 by 200 by 200. Okay, that means when I create my next couple of circles, and this is another way of doing it, you simply click once with your ellipse tool and you can type in 100 by 100. So let's line those up. So this one, going with the selection tool and clicking on the edge just to make sure we get it. So the fill is going to be black and the stroke is going to be none. You might think it doesn't matter actually if the stroke is none or black, but it does add a bit of size to it, so it's a good idea to take that off. And then this time the fill white, yep, the stroke again none. So I'm going to line that up. Now this time it does seem to be working with the smart guides. Alt drag, that seems to be working as well. If you're not sure what I'm doing about alt drag and smart guides, go back to the earlier videos. And all we need to do now is line a rectangle up here. So again, we need to remember the size of this. So this was 200 pixels. So we need to create a rectangle that's 200 pixels high. So again, one way of doing that, you just click once with the rectangle, you say 200, 200. Now what I might do here is just change the color so I can see temporarily what it looks like. Again, if I'm lucky, I can line it up with the smart guides, but if not, what I will do is, as you've seen previously, hide the bounding box, pick it up from that anchor point. There should be an anchor point up here somewhere. Can you see my cursor's gone white? I hope you can. That means that is definitely lined up. So now what I've got to do is line this up and resize this side. So I'm going to do something we haven't done yet, which is to send this behind other things. So I'm going to go Object, Arrange, Send to Back, and then change the color to black. And then really it's just a case of making this a little bit narrower. And because I switched the bounding box off, I can't do that easily. So I'll turn the bounding box back on, and then I can grab that handle. And there we go. There is our, oops, there's our logo. And yeah, for now we're not going to look at cutting extra bits off, but that's for the next ones coming up. So there we go. There's another example of simple shapes aligned and possibly transformed. In this case, just aligned in different ways.